On the other side of town, in the more urban areas, things aren't always as they seem. As a young boy, bright and full, glowing emotions, motives, but he remains unnoticed. His parents work a lot, and he struggles with the relationship that he has because he doesn't feel worthy enough. When he lacks the attention of his own parents, he doesn't feel worthy of the attention of the one he truly loves. Cut scene. It's his birthday. A voicemail, a text message, receiving bad news. What a gift. The gift of freedom on your birthday. He goes downstairs for breakfast, not necessarily seeking birthday praise, but maybe just consoling for the sadness he was going through. His parents were nowhere to be found. No money left behind for lunch. No happy birthday. He begins to go on a walk. First block he sees a homeless man laying on the street with a pillow, concrete. Sign leaned back that says Vietnam vet, and he's just trying to eat. As if that wasn't eye-opening. A little further down the road, he saw a girl that was so beautiful, but she saw cutting more suitable. That was two weeks ago. Little do I know, I'll be leaving her funeral. I saw a lady. She's arguing with her man. He's begging for forgiveness and to take her back. But his actions are more than just subtle reactions. They bring contractions. For this guy slept with her best friend and got her pregnant. She's keeping it, but he still wants the second chance. That's hard to understand. She loves him, but she can't hurt again. But that's her whole life. She'll have to see it. Be reminded. Man. Not to mention, I met a black man that told me a story that it made me hate ropes. And I still am not too bold to say that I could never truly understand the weight and the pain from the story and the words that he told. So I went back home and I fell through the door. I pulled my mom real close. I said, I just want to say I love you. I never really noticed how bad times go. I know there's things you don't show. Damon is a young boy. Complicated. He's tortured by his past. It keeps him in and out of relations. But he did meet a girl that was perfect, made him certain of his worth. He used to write her love poems every day to his newfound courage. A few years later, now engaged, there's a baby on the way. The love notes still remain consistent, or it's like a ritual, just a simple boo, I'm missing you, I came into this world a minuscule, but when with you, a monument, invincible. But she has no idea that he's facing stage 4. The smile that hides the face behind the body waging war. He loves her so much, and there's just so much that a baby's mother goes through. She was stressed enough. So on one of the nights she came home from work, she walked into where one path ended. Her foot stepped on the pedal of a rose path leading to a happy ending. He gave her all, the best parts of him that night. She laid her head down on his chest, woke up to not a breath, but a note on the desk. And not to mention the last one, this artist we all know. We've heard his name and the silent pain through stories that he's told. It screams. He's loved ones and loved once. He's writing his poem, his last song, his last verse. Universal, gone. Not to mention the 13-year-old, her name was Beauty. Her love was a gift. She had 2 parents together, owned materialistic things, beautiful. Everything seemed perfect. But, nah, her mother died, and then she realized her dad had a different side. He was seductive and abusive, locked doors just to sleep at night. And back at school fights, there was hazing on the daily. No sense of understanding, though they noticed all their changing. She wants her mom back so bad she made her plan, had an angel on her shoulder and jumped off into her hand. They found a note in her coat with in the pocket with a locket Mom owned. It was one poem, and I'll recite what she wrote. The old man wakes up. The old man wakes up. Middle of the night. Rustling outside. Somebody's breaking into his ride. So he ran and grabs a shotgun just like anybody would have done. Went out, raised the fucking barrel, told him put his hands up. He was a young boy. He ran in fear. But in the commotion, a flash of white, then back to clear. Now a ringing in his ear. Took the call and said here. Held out his palm to the old man who took it, smothered in blood. It was a note to the boy's mom. Turned out that she was the son. This boy was the son of a cancer patient. Radiation, pain so great that his mom was sleep sedated. He couldn't afford the payments. He knew he had to take it, because he refused to lose his mother. Here he is laying. He should have spent more time praying instead of in the streets banging. This is what happens when worlds collide. Who was wrong? Who was right? The 2 girls, one heart. Sharon, she was rich. And Helen, she didn't live the best life. Her family was just meth heads and addicts, and taught her obedience was more attractive. They were so sad they blamed her for all of their actions. She was tired. She almost lost traction. But every time she saw Sharon, her love was reenacted. Sharon, she gets perfect grades, straight A. The pressure is a high rise and hard to acclimate with accolades. She was blessed to have one friend to say she was stressed today. She saw Helen for what she is and not what she wasn't. She saw through the cheap clothes and the family's dysfunction and saw a couple pros in her reconstruction and helping each other. Was it like 2 worlds, 2 souls, or one reluctant? The boy that came home. It was a dream I had. The boy came home and saw blood on the floor all around. Mom's knocked out, dripping blood from her mouth. Saw Daddy in the corner. He was crying, talking about how he loved her. He tried to work it out, and this is never what he wanted. He had the gun. He was going to try and do it, but I could tell he was a coward. Me, the boy, pulled it, withdrew it, cock it. Told him stupid. You're foolish. If you're gonna pull it, it's like you told me, you better use it.